Alright, welcome back to Carlist. My name's Adam and today we've got some trucks behind us. Well, why will we pick some trucks today? Well, because recently in December, the Klang Valley was hit with one of the worst floods it has seen in 70 years. We're not saying trucks will make you invincible against floods, but it'll probably give you a bit more resistance to it. So today we have the Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain, the Mitsubishi Triton Athlete, the Hilux Rogue and the Nissan Pro-4x. These trucks are all kind of new, so which one is for you? Well, we'll try to break it down and stay tuned and maybe you'll make a better decision.
Okay, so we are Petron TTDI. Typical with all our comparison tests, we do a fuel consumption challenge as well. So we've got a route of about 100 kilometers planned for today. We're going to bring all 4 pickups that we have with us. Then we'll come back here and bring it again. And then we'll see the consumption at the end of it. Now, all the pickup trucks that we have here today with us are priced under 150,000. The Triton is the most affordable.
We're in the mother trucker and it is a mother trucker.
It's an all new D-Max. Okay, kalau korang tengok dia punya interior dia memang korang tak rasa macam dalam truck lah. Ibarat macam korang naik mungkin bus express yang mewah ke macam tu kan.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The dashboard, the steering wheel, the Optitron cluster kat depan ni, it's all very modern. It's like a car. I've got Apple CarPlay on the screen here, playing my music. It doesn't feel like I'm compromising anything to be in the Hilux.
It is as plush an interior as you would find in many sedans that you might even have to pay a bit more for.
And just, yeah, everything feels ergonomically in place. Okay, yes, it doesn't have fancy leather dashboard just like the rest, but it's very utilitarian in here and probably one that you can probably maintain for years and years and years to come.
I drive a hatchback on a daily basis, right? Now coming to the Triton, it is seamless. You get in the car, as they say, isi minyak dan jalan, that's all you do. I'd be more than happy to drive this on a daily basis to work and to play.
I sampled all the pickup trucks and I gotta say the Hilux is one of the most refined, at least in terms of where I'm sitting right now.
Kalau korang perasan, ramai orang kata truck ni memang selesa, ibarat memandu kereta sedan, kereta-kereta biasa lah yang bukan truck. Tapi jangan pula bila korang bawa truck ni nanti kata macam tipulah kan, it still feels like a truck. Memanglah, apa yang dimaksudkan kat situ adalah perbezaan truck moden macam ni dengan truck-truck yang mungkin 10 tahun sebelum ni. Itu kalau korang bandingkan dengan truck ni, memang jauh beza.
It's got coil springs, it doesn't have leaf springs, making it one of the best pickup trucks to drive comfort-wise and feel.
And when you get up to speed on a highway, it's quite smooth. Quite smooth, and you have 500 Newton meters of torque from that 2.8 litre diesel engine. So quite a lot. And you know what? There's an eco mode if you want to save fuel.
Engine 3.0 turbo diesel daripada D-Max ni memang best. Saya tak nafikan, memang best. Tapi korang ada jugalah rasa dia punya turbo lag dia kat situ kan. Tapi itu normal.
On paper, it might seem like it's not as much as some other trucks, but let me tell you, when you just press the pedal on this truck, it just goes. There's virtually no turbo lag, and just something that I really like.
The Triton also has the most affordable road tax, being the lowest displacement 2.4. But don't let that fool you, however, because the Triton is also the lightest. Among all the 4 pickups that we have here today, the Triton is the only one that comes in under 2 tons. So if you look at horsepower per ton, if you look at that power comparison, it's not losing.
Okey, daripada segi ciri-ciri keselamatan pula, Isuzu D-Max ni memang tip-top lah. Dia ada 5-star Euro NCAP. Lepas tu dia ada auto braking, ada sensor, ada blind spot monitor, ada reverse parking camera. Cuma yang kurang best ni, kereta ni sebesar-besar alam ni tak ada kamera 360.
Toyota did a good job at making this Hilux an urban pickup truck, because not only is it refined inside here, it's comfortable, it's also got pre-collision. It's got Toyota Safety Sense. It's the first time that a Hilux has Safety Sense, which is pre-collision, you got blind spot monitoring, you got lane keep assist. So all the active safety stuff that you would want in a modern car or SUV, you have in the Hilux.
If you plan to have an urban truck, a family truck, this is probably one of the better options out of the four.
It is the most affordable. It's got the most affordable road tax. It's got all the active safety that I need for both myself and my family. And it's also got all the convenience that I require in a vehicle, regardless of body type. So if you are in the market looking for a bit more versatility, looking for a bit more duality, then you should consider a pickup truck, because it is definitely an option. Given the options that we have in the market today, they do make for very, very good, compelling, viable options. So there you have it. We are back again at Petron TTDI. We've brimmed all our tanks again. I think the interesting take is that you'll find the results flash across your screen. Now there are 3 different displacements here, or is it 4? There's 4 different displacements. So 2.4 on the Triton, the 2.8 on the Rogue, 3.0 with the Isuzu, and a 2.5 on the Navara. So you're going to see what that translates to into real life across the different kinds of routes that we took: highway, city, traffic, free-flowing, basically what we do on a daily basis, right? So you'll see it all flash across the screen. You'll get to decide for yourself.
Okay, now is the most asked questions. Kita semua dah tahu tempat front seat dia memang selesa, tapi macam mana pula dengan tempat duduk belakang? That's what we were trying to find out. So, saya akan bawa kawan-kawan semua, kita pergi jalan semua truck ni untuk tengok mana yang paling comfortable. Let's go!
Oh, you.
My senses are heightened because aku sakit perut.
Oh. Oh, dia melenjan. Oh, itu dia. Oh. Too fast to pick up. What's it like in the back? It's quite bouncy in the front, to be fair.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, actually for a pickup truck, it's quite good.
Oof.
Okay.
We felt that.
Yeah, but
That
still,
one for
for
every
control wasn't bouncy, you just took it.
Yep.
Okay, so Isuzu D-Max macam mana kat dalam? Okay tak okay?
Okay, I think. Okay.
So let's go to the second car, Navara.
Can already feel tengok macam tadi going over hub, dia tak ada that vibration extra tu.
It's not bouncy, but it is easy.
Still a bit stiff for me, I think.
It's not like, you can tell it's different suspension now, but you can't really like, it's not like mind-blowingly different than a normal pickup truck.
Yes.
Thumbs up. Yeah, okay.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say thumbs up. But if you had to choose between this and the D-Max, what would you guys rank? How would you guys rank it between the Navara and the D-Max?
Overall, the D-Max.
D-Max.
Yeah,
I would say the D-Max too. Yeah.
Okay, let's try the Hilux.
I'd say the insulation is
Yeah, definitely.
It feels higher. Tinggi.
This is the highest riding truck. This is the highest riding truck. Oof. Felt that though.
Feel a lot more in this than the D-Max.
Yeah. Oh, itu dia. Oh, amma.
I was jumping this time.
Okay, guys, how do you feel about the Hilux?
Oh, there you go. I think that answers it all really. It's really quiet. It's the quietest among the 3 that we've tested so far. I hopefully it's going to be quieter than the Triton as well.
Okay, done with the Hilux.
Okay.
How?
Yeah, for me.
Can I do it like that? Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay, compared to Navara and D-Max so far, how? Which one is better? let's try the last car, Triton. Let's go.
Ooh la la. Okay. I think you made your point there. You can U-turn now.
Yeah. We know. Tapi refinement dia not so bad.
Yeah,
I was expecting worse.
The installations are good.
Yeah.
So far, how? Yang kat belakang ni, macam mana?
Hilux. No, I mean, I think this is the most advanced of it.
Yeah, it's really stiff. Like
Yeah,
the,
stiff.
well, he's the athlete, so maybe it's purposely stiff. I don't know.
I think it is the most pickup truck ride we've had among the four. Even sitting in the front, you do feel that it's stiff, but
The refinement is good.
yeah,
So how's Triton? Stiff.
stiff. Yeah, stiff. I think if we had to rank it, we'd probably it'd probably come out last actually.
Alright, we have tested all trucks. Apa yang saya boleh cakap, from driving wise, Navara memang best. Tapi for overall comfort, the winner is Isuzu D-Max, followed by Navara, Hilux, and the last place goes to Triton.
We also have a braking challenge for all of the 4 pickups that we have here with us. Now, from a stop, we hit the gas, hit 70 kilometers per hour, we slam on the brakes, and we look at the distance it takes for each of these 4 pickups to come to a complete standstill.
That's not bad.
Who can say where the road goes?
So I've got the Triton in 4-wheel drive. I'm also the lightest, which means I should be able to. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 60, 70. Okay. Now, as you can see, the reason why I'm in front of my beloved Triton is because it took the longest distance to come to a complete standstill. I'm also the lightest. You'll see the results here in front of you. So the Triton came out last, unfortunately. We've got the Navara, and then we've got the Hilux, and the winner of this particular challenge is the D-Max. So you see the results here in front of you. Again, just to explain, from a complete stop, we hit 70 kilometers per hour. We slammed on the brakes, the car came to a complete standstill, and this is the distance it took all 4 of these pickups to come to a complete stop.
Hey guys, so part of our testing, our standard testing, is to do NVH tests. So in the pickup truck, it's interesting because most of these pickup trucks have leaf springs, and we're not known for having comfortable ride quality. It's kind of bouncy here and there. They've been trying to make pickup trucks more comfortable, make them more car-like, but they're still not perfect. So we're going to measure the NVH levels using my own butt and ears, and also using an app, which is the best among the Hilux Rogue, the Navara PRO-4x, the Isuzu D-Max, the new one, the top of the range one, and also the Mitsubishi Triton Athlete. Let's go. So we're in the Hilux, and it likes to beep at me really loudly. Okay, so from very soon, I'm going to start a test and not have any talking, and just have the NVH levels measured by an app. Okay, so what do we think about the Hilux? It is bouncy, it's got leaf springs at the back, but insofar as the isolation, the cabin isolation, it's pretty good. You know, it isn't uncomfortable. Then again, with all pickup trucks with leaf springs, it's the rear passengers that's going to get bounced around. The front seats, the front occupant, and the driver don't really have the worst conditions. When you load cargo, it becomes a lot more refined, a lot more comfortable. But without that, it's just bouncy. But in this, okay, I think this is a solid above average for just overall comfort for NVH. NVH, so noise plus vibration plus harshness, I think this is a good benchmark. This is a tough one to figure out because my first impressions was that it's actually more insulated than the Hilux. I think I was wrong. From the outside, I think it's about the same as the Hilux. So you're insulated from outside noises, other cars, motorcycles, whatever. But from the engine sounds a lot more loud from where I'm sitting. In terms of being refined, it's a close call, but I think I'm going to give the edge to the Hilux. This one tends to be, you can tell that the rear end is more firm than the Hilux. And so for that reason, it bounces around. You have undulations in the road that catches it and just makes it a bit unsettled. You can feel that in the car, you can feel that, in the pickup, and yeah, it just makes for a little bit more of a busier ride. If you're going across roads, like, you know, inclined valley, you can't have a smooth road to save your life. So yeah, overall, NVH, I think the edge between this and the Hilux takes the cake. Not by much, but enough for it to lose out. This is actually the most, I won't say comfortable, but most supple. You can tell that the spring rate in here, it's tuned to road comfort. And this is the reason why we're comparing this on the road in the first place. The drive itself feels like a car. You have that bounciness that you get from a pickup truck. You know, you have that leaf spring kind of like jitteriness at the back. You can't escape that. But Isuzu has tried to alleviate that a little bit by making everything kind of feel soft. This is the softest of the bunch. And so I guess by virtue, it is the most comfortable. In terms of vibration, yes. Noise, I'm not sure it beats the Hilux. It's well insulated, but not for the engine. The engine, you can hear it most of the time, even at low revs. And I guess the build quality just speaks to the fact that there is no creaks and cracks, but you do hear some of them in the Isuzu. But otherwise, it's a pretty good effort to make a very urbanized pickup. The only one among the bunch that has coil springs at the back, where every other truck that we've had so far has leaf springs. So it's supposed to be more car-like, because cars have coils, so this is a car, right? Does it feel like a car? Yes, it does. It's still bouncy. It's not leaf spring bouncy though. So you get like, because they want this to be able to load, like, you know, cargo and heavy stuff at the back, they've had to make it firm. So it is bouncy, but not a bouncy like leaf springs. Has it made it a better pickup truck? I don't think so. It's just it's a different kind of a busyness in the ride that's different from pickup trucks. It's comfortable enough for most people, but I think in comparison to the other, like the Hilux and the Isuzu and everything else, it's not as refined.
Alright, so we're here at Hulu Tamu. What are we doing here? Well, obviously, it's natural environment. But I'm not going to do this. Instead, we're going to get an expert to help us out to see which one is really, really good. So today, I have Rambo Liu from LRE Asia. So he's had off-roading experience ever since I was born. I was even on this planet yet. And he's also a Land Rover experience instructor. He's also brought tourists in and out of the country, taken them off-road. So who else is better than Rambo to give us an opinion of the cars when they're going off-road? So Rambo,
Yes.
We have the Navara, the
Yes.
Triton, the D-Max, and
Yes.
the Hilux. So
Yes.
we just want Rambo. We're gonna go off-road a little bit with him, and he's gonna give us a little bit of his opinion of what's good, what's bad.
Can we roll, Uncle?
Alright, so we've just done a little off-road course, and Rambo,
Yes.
which one do you think is the good one?
Well, to me, as I said earlier, everybody have their own advantage,
Yep.
right? Everybody have their own advantage and capabilities.
Yep.
Okay. To be honest with you, can be many factors that the car can show better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, from what I can see this morning, I will give Toyota the number 1,
Alright.
okay, Triton the number 2, okay, and then the Nissan number 3,
Yeah.
and the last one will be Isuzu.
Okay, any particular reason why you've given this number 1?
What my reason to giving the number 1 is because from outside, I'm not sitting inside the car. When I'm seeing from the outside, I see the traction coming out the right time.
Right.
Okay, when they require it.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. That's why I give him a very high point.
So you like the traction that it just kicks in at the right time,
Yes.
it's fast.
Yes, and the driver give a very good throttling, give a very right time at the, on this car.
Alright.
So that's why I said I give this one number 1. Of course, the combination, the vehicle and the drivers.
Okay. So like Rambo said earlier, all cars are capable of doing this. He just prefers this one because of the action of the traction.
Yes,
But
yes.
doesn't mean the cars are any less. It's just what
Yes.
Rambo prefers.
Yes.
So
it's all
yep.
the same, all equivalent.
So there you have it, an off-road test. Off-road expert prefers the Hilux.
Yes.